Wednesday. You are making meals with Meka live. Let's go. Happy hump day. Today, you guys are in for a treat. All right. This is not Taco Tuesday, it's Taco Wednesday. So we have to come up with a little saying for that. We are making Mahi Mahi tacos. This is a beautiful, light, delicious dish, and it's going to look as good as it tastes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So thank you for everyone that's tuning in. I always got to send a shout out to my day ones, my A1s. We have Steve Reyes here. Hi, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I am so excited. So if you've never hung out with me before, let me tell you how it goes down. We got my brother Deontay always in the house. These are my A1s day ones. So I'm always going to shout out my A1 day ones, which is Steve Reyes, my brother Deontay. Hello, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am excited to be here this Wednesday. So what happens is we just cook. You guys are hanging out with me. I'm going to show you how to cook a delicious meal. Every now and then I'm going to go to the comments. I'm going to read some comments. I'm going to interact. This is a whole party, okay? If you've never hung out with me before, you are in for a treat. This is where everyone pulls up. That's all I'm saying. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, right here in my kitchen. So today, the biggest focus is different components. This is such an easy dish. And once you make these tacos this way, you're never going to want to eat Mahi Mahi tacos again. There are several components to these tacos. So we have the Mahi Mahi, which is this beautiful white fish. This fish is thick. It's really fulfilling. I want to compare it to maybe like a cod, if you've ever had cod before, if you ever had halibut before, if you ever had bass. It's a very thick fish. It's perfect for how we're going to prepare it. That is the base. And then we have the components that go on top of a taco. We have our crunchy component, which is going to be a homemade slaw. So we're going to make the slaw. And then we have our sweet and spicy and cooling component, which is going to be the mango salsa. Y'all don't know we were making mango salsa today, did you? I didn't put it in the advertisement, but we are. And then the coup de grace to add on top, we are doing a chipotle mayo. So when you add all these flavors together, it's going to be the best bite you have ever taken. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's it. Let's get started. First, we are going to season the fish, okay? Now, we want the fish to be room temperature because it's going to be nice and meaty and it's going to absorb all of the seasonings. Of course, we're not going to keep it like this. I have 3 fillets here and we're going to break these down. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have people pulling up. Hello. Welcome to Making Meals with Meka. You guys, perfect timing. I'm just cutting the fish. I have these beautiful Mahi Mahi fillets. And I know people see Mahi Mahi and they're like, how am I supposed to cook this? Mahi Mahi is delicious when you cook it by itself, but it's even more delicious in fish tacos. And this dish is going to be a low carb dish. Listen, if you don't care about carbs, this is perfect for you. If you do care about carbs, this is perfect for you. I'm going to give you alternatives to the low carb version, but if you eat it exactly how we're going to prepare it, it's going to be delicious and low carb. I mean, like, come on, you can't beat that combination. So those of you that are just tuning in, you are Making Meals with Meka live. We are in my kitchen and we are making these delicious Mahi Mahi tacos. You're just in time. I am about to cut my Mahi fillets. This is how I cut the fillets for the tacos. And I want very even chunks, okay? So I'm going to cut it in half. Everything is about symmetry. We eat with our eyes first. So you want everything nice and together. And then we're putting these on small taco shells. So you want 1 piece of fish per taco shell. So I'm going to cut this fillet in half, as you guys can see. And I'm going to cut each half in thirds. I have found with all of my cooking of this fish that this is the perfect size for the taco, okay? So we have this like a nugget. All right. Ooh, this is going to be so delicious. I'm so excited already. All right, so I'm going to do this with all of them. Everything is about precision. We want our food not only to taste good, but we want it to look good too. Okay. All right. So essentially, I'm cutting each piece into 6 slices. So it's going to give us 18 pieces. And guess what? That's 18. That's 18 tacos. Okay. So this can totally feed a family of 4, right? Each person gets 4 tacos with 2 left over. Come on now. All right, now we have to season this, and we're gonna let this marinate in the seasoning. This is the seasoning. I put this on the plate. I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed with what's on this plate. This is kind of like, we're going to season these kind of like a blackened seasoning. And if you've never had a blackened seasoning, it is just a delicious, just deep seasoning combination. All right. You guys are just tuning in. You are at perfect timing. We are about to season the Mahi Mahi tacos the Mahi Mahi, the fish, for our fish tacos. Let me tell you what's on this plate. All right. So we have garlic powder. Well, we don't have salt, but we're going to season them with salt. We have pepper. I'm going to start with the most recognizable seasoning. We have pepper. We have onion powder, garlic powder. Okay. That's just like the basic seasoning to give you that good flavor. Now we're going to kick it up a notch. I also have cumin. All right. That's going to give you a smoky flavor. I have chipotle. Do not skip on the chipotle. Chipotle is going to add even some more smoke. It's delicious. I have chili powder. Yes, I want the chili powder. It's going to add a deepness to it. I also have smoked paprika. You get where I'm going here. We want this smoky, deep flavor. And then I have some turmeric, because turmeric really doesn't add a taste. Turmeric is more for like the health benefits. Turmeric is a great seasoning, and it makes your fish pretty. Turmeric is great for color. This is our seasoning. I have about a tablespoon of each. Okay. And yes, I need you to use all of these seasonings when seasoning a fish. Okay. This is part of the Meka method. The Meka method requires everything to taste delicious, and it starts with seasoning. Now, if you're like, well, that's just way too much, I can't handle really spicy foods, Meka. I just need it very basic. I just need some regular seasoning. That's fine. You can season this with salt and pepper, and I would say a little garlic powder. You got to have some garlic powder in there. But if this is too much for you, what are you eating? Okay, this shouldn't be too much for you. This should be delicious. And already, this seasoning, I can smell it. And so you're going to use your senses when you're cooking. And I always say you can smell your seasonings. That lets you know when it's enough. This seasoning combination is already smelling amazing. Okay. Now, let's season our fish. I'm going to keep one hand. This is going to, mix everything up. This is going to be my seasoning hand. So I'm going to keep it clean. All right. So let's get into it. So in this really cool little salt container I got from Maui for my birthday, it's kind of cool, right? I'm going to just salt it. All right. If anything, you have to salt it. You're bringing out the flavor of the fish. All right. We got more people pulling up to the party. Hi, welcome. You are making meals with Meka. Perfect timing. I am seasoning the Mahi Mahi for these tacos. I just cut these into little, about 3 by 1 inch little pieces. They're going to fit perfectly in our tortillas. So I'm seasoning with the salt, and I have a seasoning blend. And this blend, I came up with it myself. It is amazing, and they're going to be delicious. So we're going to season. We're going to use basically all of this on this fish. Okay, let's go to the comment. Mahi Mahi is so good. Yes, that's what Carolina says. Mahi Mahi is delicious. That's what I said when I first started. It's so delicious by itself. But sometimes you just want something different. And you're like, okay, what can I do with this fish besides, cooking it, in the pan? Mahi Mahi is perfect for tacos, okay? And this, because this fish is so thick and so robust, it is going to stand up to all of these flavors and then all of our toppings. I'm telling you, I need you guys to make this recipe. It is going to be the most delicious bite, okay? It's definitely going to get that. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? All right, so I am putting the majority of the seasoning on this fish, okay? And I'm just mixing it. So I have one hand to season, and then I have one hand to mix. That is the rule of thumb when you're cooking, okay? My great grandmother taught me that. My mom taught me that. One hand does the mixing and the other does the seasoning. And my right hand is my dominant hand, even though I'm trying to, use my left hand more. Let's go to the comments. We have, is that Uchi? Hi, Uchi. You are such a pretty woman. Well, thank you. Listen, I will take a compliment all day. Okay. I really appreciate that. Thank you. We have Deontay. I've never had mahi, sis. Oh my brother. I need you to step your food game up, okay? Last week you didn't have zucchini and you've never had mahi. Mahi, yes, it can be fried. Look at this thick fish, guys. You can lightly batter this and deep fry it. This can be deep fried. This can be baked. This can be pan seared. It's perfect for tacos. Mahi is such a delicious fish. And if you just want it in its truest form, you pan sear it in a little olive oil, some garlic. Oh my goodness, a little lemon juice. It's delicious. Okay, so I have about this much seasoning left. We're not going to use the rest of that. Okay, but let me wash my hands real quick, and I want to show you how this mahi should look. Flavor first, guys. Flavor first. All right, do you see this? Close up. It's all seasoned. It's just beautiful in color. This is what we want, okay? We want your fish to look like this. Now we're just gonna let it sit. It's been seasoned, all right? And I'm always cleaning as I go. So the fish has been seasoned, and we're just gonna let the fish chill out with the seasonings, okay? Now let's get started on the prep work. Remember I said this dish has multiple components and they all go together to make something that's going to be scrumptious. We have more people pulling up. Hello, welcome. You guys, you are making meals with Meka. You're at the perfect time. You are at the perfect time. I just seasoned our Mahi Mahi, and that's just going to sit and chill in this delicious kind of blackened seasoning that I made. And then now we're going to make the slaw. This slaw is a must. So when you're eating tacos, right? When you're eating tacos, you want something crunchy. Typically, American tacos, it has lettuce. If you eat like an authentic taco, it will have the raw onion with the cilantro. That is the nice crispy element. For these, we are making a slaw. All right, and it's all about beautiful colors. This slaw is vegetable forward. So the slaw is going to have some purple cabbage. I'm using purple cabbage because it's pretty. Okay, you can use green cabbage if you want, but the purple cabbage is just so pretty, right? We eat with our eyes first, so we're going to use the purple cabbage. All right, we have more people attending. We have Magdalene. Hi, Magdalene. Welcome. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to core the cabbage. That means I'm going to take out that big core. We don't need it. Okay, and this is half a cabbage. My grocery sells half a cabbage. If you don't have half a cabbage in your grocery store, then buy a whole cabbage. Because listen, you're gonna eat this with the tacos, but this slaw is so delicious you can eat it on its own. I make these tacos when my kids were younger. I would make these tacos for them all the time. And they love the slaw. Like my son would get a side of the slaw all by itself. So you can use this as a topping, but this slaw is also a side item. Okay, check. All right. Let's see here. We have C Hook. Hi, C Hook. Welcome. So I have this half of cabbage. Okay, I'm going to slice that in half. All right, and then we're just going to do very, very thin strips. So half a cabbage is sliced in half, and I'm just going to go in and cut thin strips like this. That's it. Okay. Beautiful. It's already nice and tender, this baby cabbage. We got more people pulling up. Welcome. You guys are making meals with Meka. I am cutting the cabbage for our cabbage slaw, which is a crucial component for these mahi tacos. And then I'm going to wash this, okay? So put this in a strainer, and we are going to wash this cabbage. Now, I am going to pay attention to any bigger pieces that I see, because I want to, you know, cut these down a little bit. This has to eat very, very well. So I'm going to put the bigger pieces in a strainer, and then you just make sure you just separate them like that. But look how beautiful this is. I mean, purple cabbage, they're naturally beautiful. Like, come on. All right, we have some more people. Hello, we have Tammy has entered. We have Lauren. We have Caroline. Hello, Caroline. Good to see you again this week. You guys, I have my A1 day ones. They are on this live every Wednesday, so I'm going to shout them out every week because I really appreciate the support. So I've cut the cabbage. Now, this is a little, you know, rubbery. We're going to put that in the trash. I don't want that. But the bigger pieces, because this has to eat a certain way, we're going to chop down the bigger pieces, like for real. No one wants really, really big pieces of cabbage on their tacos. Okay. Now, I'm just going to rinse this. So this is going, and this is going to be rinsing. Okay. Rinse your cabbage. I rinse mine. I need to get it all nice and clean, okay? All right, let's see here. I have not, so Carolyn asked me, did I try the lemon in the sink? She, last week, I was cooking with lemon and I threw it away. She's like, no, don't throw away that lemon, Meka. You can actually put it in your sink and run hot water on it, and it smells delicious when you're cleaning. And no, but guess what? I'm using a lemon today. So how about I try it today live on camera? All right. I'm going to try your theory live, Caroline. Thank you. So I have my lettuce, right? I mean, not my lettuce. I have my my crunchy component, which is my cabbage. Hold on, guys. So the cabbage is all done. Let's finish with the slaw, the rest of the ingredients for the slaw. So I have the cabbage draining. I want to drain all the water off, okay? Let's get started with the other elements. We have an onion. We have Susan. Hi, Susan. Susan is from Detroit. Let's go. She's the first one. Now, we do this every week. Every week, I have people drop their location so we know where everyone is tuning in from. Susan just came right on in. You know, she just came right on in and dropped it. So we got Susan from Detroit. What's up, Susan? What's up, Detroit? So if you want to, go ahead and drop where you are watching from. I'd love to know where everyone is. So we got Detroit in the house right now. We got Midwest. I know Deontay is right here. I'm in the Midwest of Indiana. We have Steve that's from he's right here in Chicago. Listen, my viewers, I know where they're from. Okay, so I will shout out your city before you do. So the Midwest is representing right now. Okay, we got Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois. Let's go, Midwest. And we're freezing. Okay, we're freezing. We are freezing. Yes, we are. Okay, we have Blossom from Canada. Yay, let's go, Canada. We have Sue from London. What's up, Sue? And we have, is that Teddy? Is that TT? We got TT from Kenya. Let's go, Kenya. All right, we have C Hook, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Okay, Pennsylvania. Let's get it. And we have Rosetta from Malaysia. We have Lorraine from Ghana. Oh my gosh. We have We have Lauren from Jamaica, Sunshine State. We have Derek from ATL. I'll be in ATL this weekend. Don't play with me. We got Massachusetts. Let's go. Represent your state, your city, your country. We are all here having a great time. I guess I need to get back to cooking. Okay, let's go. Let me get back to cooking. So we are making our slaw, right? So we have this beautiful cabbage. Beautiful. I have chopped a half of red cabbage. Okay, half of red cabbage. That's first. Now, to this, we are going to add some onion. We are making the slaw for our tacos. Keep dropping your cities, your states, your countries, guys. I love it. We have Sierra Leone. Oh my gosh. Let's go, Esther. Sierra Leone. Let's go. Okay. So you guys, I am peeling my onion. This is the best way to peel an onion. I slice it in half and I just peel that first layer off. Like, who has time to play around with that little thin little paper? I do not play around with that. So I cut it in half and I just go ahead and peel that first layer off, okay? The easiest way to peel an onion, because the skin can be a little much, okay? And then, so I have my half a cabbage that's in here, okay? And now I have half of an onion. And this is a Spanish onion, okay? And I am going to just slice it in really, really thin slices. We're not going to dice this. We want the onion shape to mimic the cabbage. So the cabbage is long and thin. We want the onion to be long and thin, okay? And we're going to put that in here. Okay? I think I'm going to have to mix this in another bowl, but I'm just showing you. Okay? So we have the slaw, we have the onion. Those that are just tuning in, you're making meals with Meka. Let's go. We're making the slaw for our Mahi Mahi tacos. Let's get it. Let me get a bowl here. I'm going to have to mix it in a bowl. So we have the base. We have our cabbage, and then we have our onion. Okay? Now we're going to use just a little. I'm going to cut this in half. Okay? We're going to use just a little jalapeno. Now, jalapeno, this is a fresh jalapeno, and it can be a little spicy if you keep the seeds in. We are going to take the seeds out. Did you guys know that when you're using peppers, the seeds, that's what makes the pepper spicy. So if you want to keep it spicy, keep the seeds in. If you don't want it spicy, you're going to go ahead and remove the seeds. So you could just use a spoon and go right down. Okay? So I'm going to go right down and I'm going to remove most of the seeds from here. Okay, this is half of my jalapeno. And then I am going to chop this in really, really thin slits because we want everything to match. This is how your food eats better. Okay, it's going to eat better this way. And this is just to add just a touch of heat. Okay, and just a half a jalapeno. That's it. That's it. Now, I just need to go ahead and dump it in the bowl because we're going to mix this in a second. All right. So in this bowl, we have our cabbage, we have our onion, and we have some jalapeno. Okay. Now, we are going to add the juice of 1 lemon to this. I'm going to use my lemon juicer. I don't know if you guys have a lemon juicer, but I love the lemon juicer. It just saves me so much time and I don't have to pick the seeds out. So we do want the juice of 1 lemon in here. Okay. This is going to be such an easy, quick slaw. You're not going to believe it. So we have the juice of 1 lemon. It's going to just make this slaw so bright. Okay. And then we're going to add some carrot. Now, this is shredded carrot. You can take the time to shred the carrot yourself because I am all about doing things ourselves, right? But shredded carrots in the grocery store is going to give you just like a quick hack to this. So go ahead and add the shredded carrot, and I approve you getting them from the grocery store. Right? We don't get shredded cheese from the grocery store, but we can get some shredded carrot, okay? Now look at that. So we have the cabbage, the onion, the jalapeno, the shredded carrot, the lemon juice. We have to season it with just a little salt, okay? And then the special ingredient in this is going to be a little oil. Now, I am using avocado oil. You can use olive oil as well, but that's it. That's the only oil you can use in here. Avocado oil or olive oil. That is it, okay? And then we're just going to mix this. And we got to put a little apple cider vinegar. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. And we're going to put about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in here. You can use regular vinegar if you want. There's something about apple cider vinegar, though. It has that hint of sweetness that goes really, really well in this slaw. Okay? So this is going to be the crunchy element to our tacos. Okay? So the first couple of items, we're not even cooking yet, guys. We're just preparing the toppings here. All right? Now let me just go ahead and mix that up. Those of you that are tuning in, look, we have 150 people. We have people that has just pulled up. We are making Mahi Mahi tacos. I have the fish just marinating in the seasoning. I am making the crunchy element, which is our homemade slaw. This has purple cabbage, onion. It has some shredded carrots. It has a little bit of jalapeno. It has olive oil. It has avocado oil. It has salt, some lemon juice, and it also has some vinegar. Now you do want to taste this, right? So I'm going to go in and taste a little bit. It tastes amazing. It tastes amazing. Now what we're going to do, we just got to let it chill. We just got to let all of these components just get friendly together. So I'm going to scoop this in a bowl, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. And then you're going to see that the apple cider vinegar and the oil, the vegetables, they're going to soak up those liquids. And this is going to be, it's going to, shrink a little bit, right? It's going to be a little, saturated. But look at that. Look at that. That is already gorgeous. Come on, you guys. You know that you're cooking healthy food when you see the rainbow. You need to cook using the rainbow. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Someone says you threw the lemon away again. I did. Okay. I'm sorry. You got to remind me. Say, stop, Meka. Okay. So this is going in the refrigerator, all right? I'm going to come back here to the fridge. We need to chill this. This is going into the fridge. All right, that's that component. Now it's time for our second component, guys. This is my favorite part of these Mahi Mahi tacos. Besides the fish itself, okay? I mean, I love everything about these tacos. They're delicious. But we are going to make a mango salsa. If you've never had mango in your salsa, I don't want you to say, oh my gosh, that's not going to be delicious. Mango salsa, ew. Have you ever tried it? Oh, you haven't? Okay. So we're gonna make it right now. So what this is going to do, this is going to add a really sweet, delicious, cooling component to our tacos. And it's absolutely delicious, guys. So for the mango salsa, we need a mango, of course. And we need an avocado, and we need our jalapeno, and then we're going to put some cilantro and just going to make it all wonderful. So let's get started with the mango. This is how I cut my mangoes. You guys can cut them any way you want to, but I found this to be the most effective way. Now you can use a peeler a vegetable peeler to peel the mangoes. The vegetable peeler sometimes gets stuck because the skin is so thick. So I'm going to use the wide side of my knife, okay? And then I'm going to peel it. Let's go to the comments. Someone says, I don't like fruits with my savory food. Okay, listen, I understand that. You know, and I know that's some people's, you know, objection. Like, I don't like sweets with my savory food. Just try this, because the mango, it adds a hint of sweetness. It's a great texture and it's perfect for the fish. So I am challenging you. Okay, and that is the Meek method. I am challenging you to step outside your food comfort zone and just try it. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but at least you tried it. So I'm going to peel my mango, and I am going to use my knife and not a vegetable peeler, because I just found this to be just more efficient. The vegetable peeler, to me, it just doesn't do it. Okay, but you can peel this however you want to. So I'm just going to go around. Now, this mango isn't extremely ripe. So the type of mango that you want for this, you want it to be soft but still a little firm. Like, you don't want it to be squishy. When it's squishy, that's going to be too ripe, and that's the mango that you eat like by itself, right? But in something like a mango salsa, you want the mango to still have a little tartness, so it won't add too much sweetness for those that don't really like sweetness. But fish and fruit go very well together, guys. I've had fish with mango, I've had fish with watermelon, believe it or not, and it's like absolutely delicious. So I just want you guys to try it, okay? Let's go to the comments. Tammy says, I love you. You remind me of my mom. Hi, Tammy. I love you too. And I love your mom. Okay, if I remind you of your mom, she must be amazing. So thank you. So we have our mango. And this is how I get pieces from the mango, because there's a core in here. I just make an incision like that, right? Just make an incision till I hit the core. Then I just go in on the side, and then the piece comes out. Easy peasy. And I'm just going to do this for about half of the mango. Just go around and, you know, be careful. Okay. Turn it on the other side, and I'm just going to go around. I'm getting some of the core in here, and that's okay. So we're going to use about half of the mango. Okay. Now I do have some of the core, so I'm going to take that core out. Now let me try the mango to see. And you guys, when you're cooking, you should be trying everything, okay? This is why, like, sometimes when I cook big meals, I'm not hungry, because I'm tasting the whole entire time, okay? It's perfect. The mango is not too soft, right? It has a firm texture. It's not too sweet, but it's a little sweet. So I'm going to use about half the mango. And then I'm just going to go through, and these little wedges that I've cut, I'm going to cut these in half. Okay. And then I'm just going to dice these. And this is the base of the mango salsa. Now, if you don't want to use mango, maybe you want to use like a pineapple salsa. Oh my goodness, you can do that too. You know, it will go great with this. If you're like our friend that says, you know, Caroline says she doesn't like, you know, sweet things with her fish, that's fine too. Okay, you don't have to make this salsa, but I'm telling you, it just adds such a delicious component to these tacos. We're building flavors here. Okay, so I'm just going to dice these. And this is such a great fruit. I love mangoes. Okay, my favorite way to enjoy mangoes is with a little limon, which is lime, and some tahini. If you know what tahini is, put a thumbs up in the comments. If you don't know what tahini is, I'm going to help you know what tahini is. It's great. It's like the best invention. So we have about 1/2 of a mango. And don't worry about the other half. I'm going to slice that up later and eat it with some tahini. Like literally. Do you understand? It's so delicious. Let's go to the comments. Maria says your salad looks good. Thank you. Someone says, Tony, are you cutting with your right or left hand? I am cutting with my right hand. I'm cutting with my right hand. Okay, so Tammy knows about tahini. We got for sure knows about tahini. Listen, tahini is delicious. Okay, all right. So we have our mango ready for the mango salsa. Now we have to add the avocado. Ooh, okay. This is just gets better and better. So for the avocado, I'm going to half it. Look at that. That is beautiful. Come on. Now that is a beautiful avocado. So to get the core out, you're just gonna take your knife, twist it. Comes out like that, okay? And that is how you take the seed out of the avocado. Now the avocado is really cool because it comes with its own like carrying case. So I can just cut within the avocado. So I'm just cutting strips in the avocado. Okay, this is the easiest way to cut this. All right, so we have the avocado. I cut lines vertically and then horizontally. And that's how you dice your avocado. If you are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are making Mahi Mahi tacos today. And I am on the avocado sauce, the mango salsa part of the recipe. So you're just in time. We've already made some slaw that's chilling in the refrigerator. We have our Mahi Mahi that has gotten the VIP seasoning treatment. It's just over here chilling, marinating, being ready to be cooked. Now we're making our mango salsa. Okay. And we just diced our avocado. I'm going to take the avocado out of its shell. Now for this, you do want a ripe avocado. Okay. We don't want our avocado to be crunchy. You want it to be nice and soft and delicious and ripe. If it's nice and green like that, it's perfect. And you just want to scoop this out. So I dice the avocado in its shell, and to get it out, I just simply take a spoon and you just go in and you scoop it out. Okay? Scoop it out. Boop. And boop. Look at these colors. What did I say? We eat with our eyes first, and we use and we eat the rainbow. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, we have someone. We have Jude. I got to put a ring on her finger. Oh my goodness. Did you just propose to me? Thank you, Jude. That is so sweet. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay. So we have the mango. We have the avocado. Now listen. You guys got that half a piece of jalapeno that we had last time. We are using it in here. Okay. Now we are going to dice this. Remember, we want all of our cuts to be the same. So we have diced fruit in this bowl. So we want to dice the jalapeno, that you're going to ensure that it eats appropriately. Okay. So I'm just going to just do a small dice on this. And this is just a half. Now, if you want to make this spicy, right? The jalapeno is just kind of like a mild pepper. And I took off the seed, so it's not going to be hot at all. It's going to add just like a little bit of oomph. But if you want to make this spicy, go ahead and use like a serrano pepper. You can use any peppers you want to, okay? But I'm going to use the jalapeno in here. Then we have a couple more components, and then this salsa is going to be done, okay? Now we're going to use a purple onion. I don't know why they call this a red onion. That's so annoying. This is a red onion technically, but literally it's purple, okay? And we're only going to use 1/4 of this onion. So I'm going to peel it like normal. I cut it in half, and I just peel the first layer of skin off. Okay, you guys don't struggle. Do not struggle with trying to get this little bitty tiny layer of skin off. Don't do it. It will drive you crazy. Just go ahead and just peel the first layer off, okay? There's like 1,000 layers. We can afford to just go ahead and take that one good layer off for our sanity. All right, that's just going to make peeling the onion 300 times easier. I'm just saying, okay? And then I'm going to get the skin off of the cutting board because we do not want the skin in our salsa. And I'm only going to use about 1/4 of this. I'm going to use half of this, which is 1/4 of the onion. So what I'm going to do is, because I want this a fine dice, I'm going to try to go halfway. Now, you can do this however you want to. You can chop off half if you want, but I just like to use my skills. I'm going to go halfway, and I'm cutting just some little slits in here horizontally. I'm going to go in vertically. Okay, this is going to ensure that I get a very fine dice off of this onion. All right, and then look at that. I mean, come on. Okay. You don't even need a food processor. With these type of skills, food processor where? Look how small. That's what you want, okay? That's what you want. So one more chop and that's done. So we have the onion finito. We're going to add it to this bowl. In here, we have yellow and green, and now we're going to add purple. Oh, my goodness. You guys, it's already looking beautiful. I want you guys to visualize what's going on here. All right? You know you're eating healthy when you're eating the rainbow. All right? I saw something years ago, and it just opened my eyes to healthy eating. And it was like, look at your plate. If the majority of your plate is gray, or beige or brown, you are not eating healthy. You're not eating enough variety. But if you have colors of the rainbow on your plate, you're A-okay. All right, so we have the onion in here. Now, you guys know we're making fish tacos. You know I have to break out the cilantro eventually. So I'm just going to take a little bit of cilantro. Okay? About this much, like a handful. This is an accurate measure, okay? How much, Meka? A handful. A handful of cilantro. That's how much. You're going to take it and you're just going to put it in a ball. We're going to ball this up as tight as possible. Take your knife and just run through it, okay? This is the easiest way to chop herbs. You can do this with parsley, of course, cilantro, basil, any type of leafy herbs. Just put it in a ball. Just put it in a ball. Why is my, okay. And then I just go back through. My knife is down and I'm just chopping. Okay, because we want this really nice and fine. No one wants a big, thick ass piece of cilantro in their salsa. I do not. So I'm just going to go in and chop, chop, chop. We want this cilantro fine. Do you hear me? All right, maybe one more time, one more chop. Those of you that's just tuning in, we are putting the finishing touches on our mango salsa. The cilantro is so fragrant. I can smell it right now, you guys. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, I think that's enough. Let's go ahead and put that in the bowl. Okay. Let's put it in the bowl. All right. That's good. And to this, we are going to add the juice of a lime. We're pulling out all the citrus today. Now, this is how my mom and grandmother taught me how to get juice out of a lime. You roll it. Is anyone familiar with that? Is anyone familiar with rolling your lime? What this is going to do is just going to loosen it up. You can also put this in a microwave, but you don't need to. Just roll it. Okay? Roll it. Okay? We're going to chop off the ends to make it easier to juice. Chop it. Look, the juice is already spewing out. It's already spewing out. I got all that juice ready to come out. Put both. Because it's so small, put both of them in there. And we're going to just lime it up. Ooh, we want all of that lime juice in there. All right, people are like, yes, 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 same thing. Yes, okay. If you know, you know. You got to roll the lemon and the lime to get all the juice. Okay. I squeezed it. All right. Look, there's nothing left. And that's what you want. You don't want anything left in there. And then finally, all we're going to add is just a little bit of salt. Okay. So to our mango salsa, we have mangoes, avocado. Okay. We have red onion, even though it's purple. We have cilantro, we have lime juice, and salt. And we're just going to mix this. That's it. We're going to mix it and let everything combine. All right. And it's okay if you spill some. Okay. You see, pick it up and put it in there. Yes, I spilled it. That goes right back in the bowl. Do not play with me, okay? Unless it falls on the floor. But if it falls on my cutting board, it's going right in that bowl. Do not play. All right. This is smelling so amazing. Oh my goodness. You guys look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay? This is going in the refrigerator. I'll be right back, okay? This has to go in the refrigerator too. All right, so we have our slaw for our tacos. We have our mango salsa. We just have one more component before we get into cooking the fish, okay? And this is a must. Let me clean my cutting board off. This is a must, you guys. All right? Now we are going to make a homemade, and when I say homemade, we're making it right now, chipotle mayo. Okay? This is going, think of this as the sour cream. Okay? Think of this as the sour cream. Oh, now do you remember when we seasoned the fish, we put some chipotle in there? That was one of the seasonings. We're mimicking flavors here. So the fish has a little chipotle, but then that chipotle mayo on top. What? Let me go get the mayo. All right, I have to keep it in the refrigerator. Now I am using an Asian mayo here, okay? Because this to me has the most flavor. But if you want to, you can use a regular mayo if you want, all right? You don't have to go and get an Asian mayo for this recipe. However, the Asian mayo, it has a little, razzle dazzle in it. So I suggest using that. And then I have, these are chipotle peppers. Now, when you get chipotle, these come in a can. Okay. And then they come in a sauce. We want that sauce. The sauce, we definitely want that sauce. Okay. But then we have these chipotle peppers. These are not spicy. These are very smoky. So think about something being grilled or smoked. It just adds a depth of flavor that's going to go beautiful with the fish. We have the kind of sweet salsa, and then you have the smokiness. Do not play with me. So we have the chipotles. Now we're going to chop or cut the chipotles up. They're so tender, and I'm just taking a knife and a fork. I'm just going through, and I am just breaking down these chipotles, okay? Because no one wants a big piece of chipotle on their taco. So we're just going to break this down, and I'm just going to chop these just very, very, very finely, okay? And I'm doing them in the container. I mean, in the little ramekin. I suggest you do the same. You don't have to put these on your cutting board or anything like that because they are in sauce, and we want to reserve as much of that sauce as possible. So we're just going to chop them down. And I put 2 chipotle peppers in here. You can put as many as you want to, okay? So just this small, they're broken down. And then we're going to add the mayo. All right. So I'm going to add approximately 3 tablespoons of mayo. And this is so, it's squeezable. Like, come on now. Steve Reyes says tomato. Steve, where was I supposed to put the tomato at? In the salsa? I did not put the tomato in the salsa. I did not. But you can put the tomato in the salsa. I thought that, The mango with the avocado was, you know, decent enough, but Steve Ray has brought up a point. If you guys want to put some tomato in your salsa, you can, but I did not. All right. We use the what was it? The mango. All right. So look at this. Our chipotle mayo. Now, we're going to hit this again. We're going to hit it again. Now, let me see. Let me taste it. It's giving chipotle. And it's giving creamy. Okay? But we want to drive home that chipotle flavor. So just go ahead and add a little chipotle seasoning. Just a little bit. That's about, it's about like a half a teaspoon. Just a little bit. Okay? You want this to be very chipotle-y. Okay. Oh, it's so good, guys. Now, you can use this on burgers. All right. I know we're making tacos, but this chipotle mayo, think about having a burger with avocado and cheddar cheese and chipotle mayo. Don't play with me. Okay. You need this. You need this chipotle mayo in your life. All right. So the chipotle mayo, finito. Now, I'm not going to put this in the refrigerator because I do want it to get, you know, nice and because we're eating this today, a little room temperature so it can spread easily on the tacos. But here we go. Chipotle mayo. Done. Let's do a taste test. Delicious. Ooh, and it has a little tang to it. Okay? All right, guys. Is it finally time to cook the fish or not? What are you talking about? Meka, we've been here forever. Where's the fish? It's time to put these together. Now, before we cook the fish, one last thing. Remember I said, when we start, we are going to be making several components for these fish tacos, and they are all equally important. So I do not want you guys to forget about that. So we have our slaw, we have our chipotle mayo, and we also have our mango salsa. Now we have to, I'm bringing them out, guys. I'm bringing out when I bring this out, it's time to cook, okay? Now, I told you in the beginning that these are low carb, and we're going to keep these low carb. So now it's time for me to cook the tortillas. However, excuse me, you can cook corn tortillas. These will go okay with corn tortillas. And when you're making fish tacos, you typically want to do flour tortillas, okay? So flour tortillas, go ahead and get flour tortillas. Now, I am making a low carb version. So I have these, and these are made with cassava flour. So these are a no grain tortilla. And you can get these made with almond flour, cassava flour. So I am just going to toast these up really, really quickly because I just want to use the same pan. And these are only going to take like 2 or 3 minutes. Well, 15 to 30 seconds on each side to get these nice. And I have the little, you know, individual street taco size. Now they don't come like this. Okay, let me show you how they come. Gluten-free, grain-free tortillas. Okay, they come like this big. This is how big they come. Now, if you want a Mahi Mahi burrito, there you go. But we're cute here. Okay, we're making it cute. So I had to use a cutter to make them this size. So I did some prep work, okay? Because I want these street taco size, not burrito size. But if you're looking for a grain-free, carb-free option, try these tortillas. You can get them anywhere, okay? And these are made with cassava flour. Sometimes you'll see some made with almond flour, but they are amazing, all right? And trust me, I have used different types of non-carb tortillas, and these have been the best. All right, let's see here. Let's go. We have Hamito. Hello, Hamito. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, so the pan is hot, and I'm just going to toast these with no oil or anything for about 15 seconds per side. Okay, watch my tortillas. Watch my tortillas, guys. I want to put this back in the refrigerator. Watch my tortillas. Make sure they're okay. Okay. All right. How's everyone doing today? Let's go to the comments. If you guys are having a great time, go ahead, hit the like button. If you're just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka. We are making some mahi mahi tacos, and they're going to be delicious right now. I am just warming up the grain-free tortillas. They look like this. You can use corn tortillas, you can use flour tortillas, you can use whatever you want to, but I am showing you how I am doing this to make this low carb, okay? And I'm just heating up my tortillas because you always cook your tortillas, okay? I want you guys to understand. When you're making tacos and you're using tortillas, always heat your tortillas up. That is a rule of thumb. We are never serving tacos on cold tortillas. Like, it's not delicious. Always heat them up. Okay, so that's it. I just want it to be a little bit pliable. And then I'm going to cover these with foil. Now, typically when I'm making these, we're going to eat them, I put these in a towel. So I just put tons in a towel and I wrap them up in the towel, but I want it to stay pliable. So we're going to put these in in foil and just set those aside. Now, our pan is hot, right? I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of oil, okay? We're not deep frying these. We are pan searing these mahi mahi little pieces. And they cook so quickly. So what I suggest is you have a little plate for you to put these on. Where's my plate? I had a plate to put these on. Did I use it, guys? Oh, here it is. So, and I might have to cook these in batches, okay? These mahi mahi little bitty pieces, you want to cook these for real for maybe like a minute and a half each side. That's how quickly these are done. We want to cook these to like a medium rare, okay? Not well done. And this is why, because mahi mahi, when you cook it well done, it gets very tough. And it's just not delicious. My recommendation is that you're cooking these to a medium, okay? A medium or a medium rare. You don't want to, it should not be all the way like, you want a little pink in the middle, okay? And so we're going to cook these relatively fast, okay? I hope everyone's doing all right today. How is everyone? Happy hump day. I hope you're staying cool. You guys, we have, let's go to the chat real quick. We have Mingo says, what are we making? We are making mahi mahi tacos. You are just in time. I have the mahi that's been marinating in our blackened seasoning, right? And we've already made the slaw, we've made mango salsa, and we have also made a chipotle mayo. And we've toasted our tortillas. So now this is it. This is the final part. And we are going to cook the fish and put everything together. And it's going to be delicious. And I really hope that you guys use this recipe. When you're entertaining, this is a perfect recipe. You can put all the ingredients out and have people just make their own tacos. Okay. Here we go. We're putting, let's see, can we hear the sound? You hear it faintly, okay? You hear it faintly. That's the searing sound, but it's ready. There we go. Okay. That's the sound I want to hear. Now, when you put your fish in the pan, you're not going to touch it, right? It will let you know when it's ready to be flipped. We're going to cook this for approximately maybe 45 seconds on this side. And I have a big enough pan. I have a 13-inch skillet here. If you have a smaller pan, then you're going to cook these in batches. And that's okay too. You don't want to crowd your pan. So I'm going to be able to cook them all at the same time. Okay? Yay me. So So the mahi is going to cook and it's going to be delicious. Yes, Michelle, that is the sound. You want it to be like searing, like, ooh, I know that this is good. It's going to be delicious, okay? And then I just clean as I go, guys. What else do I have to clean? My fish is searing. I have my chipotle mayo. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So we have people from all over the world here. If you are new, if you're just tuning in, go ahead and drop your location. Send me that location. I love knowing where everyone is from. We have people from Sierra Leone, Kenya. We have people from Canada. We have people from the United States. We have people from everywhere tuning in. So go ahead and drop your location if you want to, so I can shout you out. We got Jersey in the house. Hello, Jersey. What's up, Griffin? Jersey. Griffin is my family name. That's my mom's side is Griffin. Let's go. I hope everyone is staying safe out there. I hope everyone is staying warm out there. You know, let me see. We have the Bronx, New York. Okay. All right. We have Jamaica. Let's go, Jamaica. Yay. So a couple of questions. Someone asked, what type of fish is this and what am I cooking? I am making mahi mahi tacos. I took mahi mahi fillets and I cut them down in little strips and I am searing them right now. This mahi mahi, these tacos are going to be delicious, okay? I got ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. I will be there this weekend. I am looking for the best restaurants to eat at. We have Richmond, Virginia, South Carolina. We have Brazil in the house. Hello, everyone. We have people from everywhere on this chat, and I love it. We are worldwide. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? We are worldwide here, and I really appreciate everyone coming to hang out with me on this Wednesday, on this hump day. I hope everyone is feeling good. I hope everyone is eating good food. Drop your questions if you guys have questions for me. Go ahead and drop them in the chat, or you can email me, or you can message me, whatever. It's up to you, but let's have a great time. Hello, hello, hello. Arlene just joined. Hello. This is where it goes down, guys. Every Wednesday in the kitchen, we are making meals with Meka. Okay, so our fish has been cooking for about, I would say, a minute on this side. And you know your fish is ready to turn when it doesn't stick. Remember I said, just let your fish do its thing, and then you turn it. It will let you know when it's ready. So if you're trying to turn a piece of fish and it's sticking, that it's telling you, do not turn me. Let me do my thing, and I'll let you know when you can turn me. Someone is asking, can you use catfish? And you can. You can use whatever fish you want to, right? I like the mahi mahi because it's nice, it's light. And see, I'm just going and I'm going like this, right? And the ones that are ready, I can turn. The ones that aren't ready, I can't turn. You can definitely use catfish with this. And the seasoning that I put on these mahi mahi tacos, catfish can really stand up to that type of seasoning. So yes, you can use catfish with this. I just like mahi mahi because it goes really, really well with all of the flavors that we're going to put on top of it. It's a very thick fish, and it could take very strong flavors. And I'm just going to turn these. Now look, guys, you can see that this one, a few seconds ago, it wasn't ready. So how do I know if it's ready? I just take it, I just try to nudge it a little bit. And if it doesn't give, I'm not going to force it, right? This one right here is not giving. I don't want to force it and then it sticks to the pan. So I let the fish tell me when it's ready. And when it's ready, it will turn. When it's not ready, it's like, girl, wait a couple minutes. I'm not ready yet. Okay? And I just go back and check it. And there we go. Ooh-wee. Now I'm just going to allow these to cook for a couple more minutes on it. Maybe 30, 45 seconds on this side. And they're going to be done. Let me see. I've only had codfish tacos. Okay. So for me with cod is better like when you fry it, right? So like a sandwich or something like that. So cod, let me see. The person that is Shamingo. Was the cod fried? Let me know if it was fried. So for me, cod, because of its texture and it's so thick, I only prefer cod when it's fried with like a batter, and that is not low carb. If you The mahi mahi cooks up really nicely, and we do. Oh, it was grilled. Okay, perfect. You can grill these as well. You can pan sear these, but the mahi mahi works so delicious in this recipe. But excuse me, guys, hold on. I almost need to, yeah, see that? Oh my gosh, the pepper. This is peppery, and I'm leaning up here. Sorry, guys. All right, we have Thelma. Hello, Thelma. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Perfect timing. You are making meals with Meka. Now I'm just going through and I'm checking the fish to see. Okay, and we essentially blacken this fish. We heavily season this fish because we don't want the fish to get lost with all the other ingredients that we put on here. Okay, and the mahi could stand all of the seasoning that we put on it. It's going to be delicious. So this fish probably has maybe 10 seconds left because we don't want to overcook our fish. Thank you for saying bless you. Thank you. You see, I have to turn my head away from the food. And that's because of the seasoning that we put on here. You guys, the seasonings got me over here sneezing, guys. That's the pepper. Okay. All right. I think we are almost done. See that? See how this is juicy. We still want our fish to be juicy. You don't want it to be dry. So I'm going to take this out. This doesn't take long. This is why you cook your fish last, because it takes a couple of minutes. I'm going to take it off. And it's time to put the tacos together. It's time to put them together. Ooh. When I tell you that these tacos look like you got them, like you bought them or you ordered them from a restaurant, you are going to, after you make this recipe, you are going to look at restaurant tacos a whole different way. Okay? And I don't know if any of you guys like cook all the time, but once you start cooking for yourself and making delicious meals at home, you hold restaurants to a higher standard. I know I do. Okay? And people who go out to eat with me, like, they already know. And of course, I'm not rude or anything like that. But if I'm paying, especially with the cost of food nowadays, if I'm paying a lot of money, my food better be delicious. Okay? The fish is out. Let's put these tacos together. You guys ready? Okay. All right. Let's move this out the way. It's time to put the tacos together. This is the best part because we get to eat. All right. So, here's the plate. We're going to put these on. And I'm putting them on a black plate. Where are you from, Meka? I am in Chicago. Chi-town. Now, remember I said you eat with your eyes first. So with plating, because our tortillas are really, they're like light, they're beige, right? The fish is still, even though it's seasoned, it's a beige color. I want these to pop off of the plate. So I'm using black, all right? Use whatever you want to, but we want our food to be pretty. So I'm using a black plate. Now I'm going to go to the refrigerator to get all of our other components. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, this is our slaw. Look at that. Look how gorgeous. And you see how it kind of shriveled a little bit? That's what we want. This is the slaw. This slaw has purple cabbage. It has carrots. It has onions, a little jalapeno, lemon juice, and what else? Apple cider vinegar, a little salt. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? And then we have our mango salsa, which is mangoes, avocado, a little red onion, some cilantro, lime, right? And salt. And someone said tomatoes. You can put tomatoes in here if you want to. Go ahead, add tomatoes if you want, okay? Look at that. Aren't these are gorgeous, first of all, okay? And then we have our chipotle mayo, which is chipotle peppers from a can, and then we added some chipotle seasoning to some mayo. And we have our ingredients. Now, if you want to, if you were hosting something, you can just set these out, right? Let me move this out the way first. You can set these out and have people make their own tacos, right? Like, how beautiful is that, right? Come one, come all. But I'm going to put these together for you, okay? Thank you. Michelle said it looks delicious. Yeah, Michelle said I'm definitely trying this recipe. Please do, and let me know how you like it. So we have our tortillas here. You guys, these are my grain-free tortillas. These are made from cassava, which is a root vegetable. We have our grain-free tortillas, okay? They have some that's made with all almond. The almond ones are good too. So we're going to set these right just like this. We're going to put them right here in our bowl, okay? And I toasted these, okay? You never just serve plain tortillas. You have to toast them, okay? And I'm going to put them like this and just set them up so they're all sticking out. Perfecto. Then we're going to go in with our fish. Now I cut this fish purposely like this, just so they can fit on the tortillas. You see what I did there? Did you see what I did there? Okay. So we're going to get a nice juicy piece of fish, set it right in the middle of the tortilla. That's a big piece. Okay. Layering is important. Okay. So what comes next? Someone says, how often are you online and when? Someone says, what kind of fish? You guys, this is Mahi Mahi. Okay. Mahi Mahi. Yay. And I am online every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, live making meals for you. Okay. So we have the Mahi Mahi tacos. Let's go in with the slaw. Okay. This is the order you want to put this on. So we're just going to go put some slaw in there. And you guys, all of these components are important. That's a big piece of onion. I'm going to take that off. But all of these components are important, you guys. So I'm going to put slaw on all of them. Okay. Yes. Let's get it. And you can load these up as much as you want, depending on how much your taco shell holds. These are meant to be eaten in a couple of bites. Okay. Just a couple of bites. Okay. Beautiful. Let me put a little bit more, because I love to load my tacos, guys. Okay. Just a little bit more. See that? Beautiful already. Now we're going to go in with our salsa. You guys, don't skip this salsa. I'm telling you, it is something about the sweetness of the mango, because I spiced the fish pretty heavily. It's just amazing. So we're going to go in with the mango salsa. Okay. Go in with the salsa, just right on top. And if it falls down, it's okay. Okay. Mango salsa right on top. Oh, yes. Look at all these colors. All right. I'm going to clean this up a little. Okay. And then we got to go in with the mayo. The Chipotle mayo. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. I am really excited. You guys don't understand. And then with the Chipotle mayo, just go right. Just go ahead and, yep. Spoon that on there, guys. Just spoon it on there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. This is amazing. Okay. And then if you want to, if there's anything that's left around, you know, you drop some stuff, you go in, clean the plate off. Then if you want, we're going to take some cilantro, right? The cilantro, we're just going to garnish with a cilantro leaf, just one little leaf, because we eat with our eyes first. And there you go. Mahi Mahi tacos with a homemade slaw, a mango salsa, and a chipotle mayo. Look at that. Now, tell me that this doesn't look like restaurant quality tacos. Come on now. This is better than restaurant quality tacos because we made them. We know exactly what's going into everything. And these are delicious. Now, I got to take a bite. Okay. You know I'm going to take a bite. I'm just going to get the one in the middle. All right. Now, this is, see that? Look at that, guys. Pick it up easily. And this is the low carb tortilla. Okay. No grains in here. And let me just go in. It tastes like heaven, Tammy. Tammy says it looks like heaven. It tastes like heaven. You guys, all of these flavors go so well together. The fish is a little spicy, right? Because we seasoned it, but it's nice and juicy and delicious. And then you add the crisp slaw on top with the juicy mango salsa, and then you top it off with that really creamy chipotle mayo. You guys, these are top-notch tacos, okay? Top-notch. All right, let me put this down. Let me put it down. I'm gonna eat this in a second. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you had a good time today, go ahead, hit the like button. You had a great time today. We had over 200 people at one time hanging out with us, making these delicious Mahi Mahi tacos. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I am here every single Wednesday, and we are cooking live, and I cook with intention. We have great ingredients. Everything's flavored, and everything's going to get that. You know, that's the Meek method. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. One question in the chat, someone says, did I use chipotle peppers? And did. I use whole canned chipotle peppers and some chipotle seasoning to make the mayo. I chopped the peppers up, added the mayo, and it's delicious. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. My tacos are getting cold. I have to go eat, okay? I will be here next Wednesday, same time. And who knows what's going to be in the menu? You have to subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell, and you will know exactly what we're cooking up next week. And if you want to, go ahead and shop and cook with me. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Now it's time for me to eat, okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you for hanging out. Making meals with Meka. See you next week. Bye, guys.